Okay, so we want to do problem 17, question number 17 in 2.2, quadratic functions. We want to approximate the real zeros. All right, real zeros are what you get when you set this equal to 0 if you get real solutions. So you could also calculate them with the quadratic formula. But using a calculator, it's easier because you can approximate them with the calculate function in the graphing calc menu. If you go second trace, there's a calculate menu for graphical things and finding values of the function, zeros of the function, minimum, maximum, where two functions intersect, and then some calculus stuff is all there. The first thing you want to do is graph the function that you want to find something for. So you hit your y equals and you type x squared minus x minus 7 for this one. So you type the function that you want the zeros of. And then I would go ahead and look at a standard window. So hit your zoom button and number 6 so that you can kind of see where the x-intercepts are that you're looking for. This is a quadratic function, so its graph has to be a parabola, so you have to make sure that you see the whole thing, and you can see that there are 2 x-intercepts. So to find those, you go to second trace, 0, number 2. You can either arrow down or you can hit number 2, arrow down and hit enter. And it asks for a left bound. So what you want to do is move the cursor with your arrows to the left of the first x-intercept. So like there's the x-intercept, that's to the left of it and above. Or you could type in an x value that is to the left of it. Like this is -1, -2, -3. I could type -3, enter. And that would be my right bound. And then might be my left bound. And then for the right bound, again, either arrow to the right of it, or you can type a number like -1. And then when you hit enter, it shows that, okay, that's on the right, and that's where you want it to look for the x-intercept. When it says guess, just hit enter. And it'll find that one. So I'm going to write this down, -2.1925, that rounds up. So to 3 decimal places, it would be -2.193, right? That next digit is 5 or greater, it rounds up. All right, then you want to find the other one. So you go second calc, again, second trace, 0, number 2, I'll just hit 2 this time. Left bound. Well, I am to the left of this other x-intercept, but I'm kind of around that first one. And so I'd want to get away from the first x-intercept in order to find the second x-intercept. So either just stop there or type -2, which would also be to the left of that x-intercept, and hit enter. Okay, and I would put at least an arrow, depending on your calculator. Some of them put this line, some of them just put an arrow. And then you move your cursor to the right of that x-intercept, or you could type in a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or any of these numbers to the right and hit enter. Just so it has an interval that contains the x-intercept that it can look in for it. So again, when it says guess, just hit enter and it should find it. So that one is positive 3.1925, also rounds up to 3.193. So that's how you find them. Not too bad.